Hello, 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 friends, and welcome back. Yes, I know this one is a little bit late, but I was trying to get ready for the sale that's going on this weekend. So I did not film this until today. I apologize, but here I am ready to go. So this is for the week of the 4th of July. And this week, me and my PR girls decided to use the pieces from my Bitch Vote kit, which was my election kit from this past November, um, as kind of like a anti 4th of July thing. I made up some new anti-Trump, pro Kamala stickers, and yeah, so that is what I'm using this week. So right now I am laying down my strips, and I did decide to put them all on the top this week. I know I said I was going to try and move them around, but I just really, really like them on the top. So I decided to go ahead and do that. So while I'm laying these down, let me ask, how's your week been? What have you been up to? Did you do anything fun? Did you do anything for the 4th of July? We opted to not celebrate the 4th of July this year, and it was just another day. I worked, and yeah, that's about it, because I honestly don't find very much to celebrate these days about the United States. So, yeah. Anywho, I hope that you had a wonderful day doing whatever you wanted to do, whether it be celebrating or not. So, anyway, here I am laying down the top strips, and I did zoom out a little further this week, so that I wouldn't have so much trouble with trying to stay in frame. I think, struggled a little bit. I know there's a few spots where the top was cut off a little. But I think I did a little bit better this week. But it's also zoomed out a little further. So if you preferred it better the other way and you liked it zoomed in a little more, just let me know and I can go back to that method going forward. So now I'm just laying down my corners. It was actually, I believe it was my PR girl Natalie's idea. Oh, no. She mentioned that she had a lot of the pieces left. And I said, well, you know what you should do? You should use them for the week of the 4th of July. It's kind of like a anti 4th of July. And she was like, oh my God, I love that idea. So then it turned into everybody on my PR team did it. So that was fun because I have such a very blue PR team. We are so blue. We're called the Smurf Squad. Yep, that's it. Our PR chat is literally called the Smurf Squad. That was Miss Kelly's idea. And I'm still laying down corners. It takes a little while. And I sped this up. This is at double speed. Though I will tell you that this week, it was only 70 minutes, which I think might be a record. So I actually contemplated not speeding it up. But I still would have had to have done the voiceover anyway because I did not speak or talk while I was recording because I was, planning on having to do a voiceover like normal. But in hindsight, had I talked, I wouldn't have had to because it was only 70 minutes long, which is a little long, but, sort of reasonable as well. But alas, I did not. So here I am recording the voiceover. I always have a hard time trying to remember what I wanted to talk about because I'm thinking of things when I'm planning. And then if I don't say them right then, do you think I'm going to remember them later? Hell no. I have ADHD and I'm in menopause. I ain't got the memory of a squirrel. So, yeah. And this week was interesting because you'll see in a little bit there's 3 of the days are in one section and then the other 4 days are in another because that is where the next month started, obviously. Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to yawn in your ear. It's been a long day. So, have you shopped the sale yet? Are you planning to shop the sale? Tell me what you got if you did and what you're planning to get if you're going to. Everything in the shop is 30% off this week and until midnight on Monday. We did release our brand new back to school kit featuring our 3 new shop characters. I mean, Bailey Berry, we've had her for a little while, but we have added Snoozy Sloth and Toothless Cat, a little black cat with green eyes after my cat Toothless. So all of those things are in the shop, and the back to school kit features the art with those 3 in it doing school things. So a lot of fun. All right, so now I'm laying down my date covers, and because this is an older kit from last year, it still has my older style date covers, which were the paint smear ones. So that's why they look a little different than the ones I've used the last few weeks, because these are the older ones, which were also super cute, but I do like that the newer ones are always the same shape and the same size. The paint smear ones were not quite so much. Excuse me. And now I'm laying down my how I feel. And I also, I have these snarky days of the week, and that one says Mother Effing Monday. And then my feeling for that day was lazy, and the weather was stormy. It was very stormy that day. That sticker says no kings, fascists, tyrants, or Nazis. I think it might be my favorite of all of them, although I think they're all pretty good. Here I enjoy me struggling to trim this off with my X-Acto knife because I could not find my scissors. I did end up pausing the video and going and finding them after this because it was a hot freaking mess, as you can see. I mean, but would it be one of my plan with me's if something wasn't a hot mess? I mean, come on. It just is. So now I'm going to lay down my typography sticker, and they are printed on my new washi paper. I am just using the shit out of that paper because I freaking love it. It's been selling really well in the shop too. So apparently y'all really love it as well. And see, look at this. I zoomed out and I'm still not entirely in frame. The whole top is cut off a little bit, but that's right. The majority of it is in frame. You know what it is? It's because the camera is in front of my light, and so I have the planner centered under my light, but I keep forgetting that the phone is a little bit closer to me than the light is, and so I need to remember to adjust for that. So here I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with I went and I found these little kid scissors because I still can't find my good ones. I don't know where the heck they went. So I ended up using my son's, old kids scissors from when he was little. So now I'm just putting this down and I'm going to lay it down, and it says voiceover and edit plan with me. And then I realized that I probably should have put the record or film plan with me above it. So I peeled that off, and then I'm going to lay down the one that says film plan with me. And then the sticker that I'm going to use for that is a super cute little toothless cat filming her plan with me. That is not in the shop yet. I literally made it for my spread for this week. And that one is also toothless with a little microphone recording her voiceover in front of a laptop. I love how they turned out though, so I will absolutely be putting them up in the shop for my other, YouTube friends. And now I'm going to write down what I ate, which was chicken casserole. And the last sticker that I put up was a pick up a prescription at Publix. And then I believe we're going to work on, I did not pull markers for this week. I decided to try to use all of my washi strips and my smear strips from the smears. And I think next week I'll be going back to my markers. Now, don't get me wrong, I like them, but it did make it a little more, because I couldn't do any weird, because you know how sometimes my shapes are a little weird when I'm using the markers. So you notice that they're all just squares and rectangles this week because it was very hard to do any kind of weird shape when you're using stickers instead of a marker. So, and that bottom strip of what you call it is so freaking crooked. And by the time I realized it, it was really, really stuck down. So I did not want to mess with it to try to pull it up. So, and that is going to be it for Monday. Now we're moving on to Tuesday. And the Tuesday sticker says Throat Punch Tuesday. So I'll be laying that down after I do the deco down there in the corner. That sticker says we could have had this, but instead we got that. And that is Trump on a unicycle in a clown costume juggling balls like the fool he is. Yeah, so there's that. So I'm using here my pencil now to kind of center that. And yeah. Oh, excuse me. Y'all, we went to Universal yesterday and it was 90 something degrees, which, okay. But it was so bright and so sunny. The feels like, y'all, was 111 degrees. 111. We were only there for a couple of hours because it was just so hot. You know how when it's just so hot, it's just not fun? That is how it was. It was so hot that it wasn't even fun. So we rode a few rides. My son and I did Rip Ride Rocket 3 times back to back because it is going to be leaving forever next month. And so we wanted to make sure we got to ride it a few more times. And as we were all walking out, we have decided that yes, we will not be going back to Universal during the day again until like October because it was just too much. The good thing is they are open till like 10, 11 o'clock at night right now because it's summer. So we'll just, go over when it's starting to get dark. So now I'm just laying down my stickers for the day. My mood for that day was defeated. And I did use emoji stickers this week from, oh my goodness, I forget the name of the shop. Y'all don't shoot me. I'm so sorry. But anyway, oh, and the little sticker by the design day was formerly Mr. and Mrs. Mint. And guess what, y'all? I looked that one up. It is now called coffee bean paper. So if you ever like any of those stickers that I say were from Mr. and Mrs. Mint, they are all from coffee bean paper. And now I have this upload plan with me to YouTube, and that is a cute little toothless uploading her video to YouTube. And then I had to run to the bank and pay my rent. And that sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios. And that is a marketing email that I sent out. And that sticker is from Oh Hello Michelle. And I will say it again, I miss that shop. Her little Be-Doo guy was so cute. But I know not everybody wants to stay in the sticker business forever. I totally understand why some people leave. But I happen to love running a sticker shop, so I'm still here. Yep, and this, I decided I didn't like that, and I just put it aside. And when I put it aside, I did not lay it down well enough, and guess what? It curled up, and then I had to throw that whole piece out. This is where I decided on this page to just not use any, because of the shape, I decided to just not use any smears or what you call it all. And here I'm looking and I'm seeing this big open space. And then I realized I forgot to put my what you eaten. So I did that. And I had ramen that day. And then you're going to see I will go through my little reusable sticker book that has all of my character stickers in it, looking for, I knew I had the little girl from formerly Mr. and Mrs. Mint eating ramen. And I did. So I put that there and then I moved on to Wednesday. And look at that. I mean, it's only like 10 minutes in and I'm already on Wednesday. I was going so much faster. So now I put this down in the corner and I'm trimming off a little bit. And I ended up using 2 quote stickers on this day because I did not do very much that day. So I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of other stickers. So I did use the liberal, and it says noun liberal, one who is open-minded, be a supporter of individual rights, civil liberties, democracy, and free enterprise. And then the top one, obviously that one's bigger so you can read it. And it says, fight for those without your privilege. And everybody should be doing that right now. And here I am, totally off the screen, even after zooming out. Now look at this little trick, you guys. I learned if I fold it back just a little bit and then trim it off, I don't have to hold it folded back because there's like an empty, and you see how much smoother it goes down? None of them were crooked. None of them were wrinkled. A++. So if you need a tip for laying down those big stickers that are on washi paper, that's my tip. It worked really well this week. So that on Wednesday, this Wednesday sticker says, wish a bitch would Wednesday. And then my mood that day was effing irritated and my weather was rainy. Last week, we actually did not do a family day last week because every single day was raining and storming. Like, I don't think there are any sunshine days in my entire, like, there just isn't. Then it was a design day because I was designing for the sale that's going on right now. And I had to run to the mailbox to pick up some stuff there. I had to start the crock pot because we had Salisbury steaks in the crock pot that day. I had my weekly call with Miss Carla. And that sticker that I'm laying down with it is actually from, oh my gosh, Purdy Paper. I don't know if she's still open though. And my what you eatin', I already said Salisbury steaks. And then I'm just gonna move on to laying down one single paint smear to create kind of like my journaling box. Like I said, I think next week I'll definitely be going back to the markers because I did find that it was much easier to create. And I'll still use the washi and stuff, but like I also want to pair it with markers. It just makes it so much easier than trying to create boxes out of nothing. Or not out of nothing, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So what's the summer weather like where you're at? Because like I'm so jealous of y'all that live in the north and have summers that aren't 8 gajillion degrees outside all of the time because this summer is killing me. I don't know if I just becoming less tolerant of the heat or if it's getting hotter. I think it might be a combination of both. So down in this corner, I am layering up some of the offset boxes and trimming those up a little bit because I did lay them off the corners. And then you're going to see way later at the end of this video, I end up going back and adding some more squares to that and then wishing I didn't because I actually ended up liking how it looked better before. But, you live and you learn. So I also used 2 on this day because they were both kind of flat. And again, I didn't do a whole lot. I didn't do a whole lot this entire week because I was designing. And when I get into design mode, I'm fixed. I am fixed on it and I don't do much because designing is my favorite part and it's also time consuming. And so I end up spending a lot of time working on that. So now I am trying to figure out how I want to lay down the other one. And then I decided to stagger it with this circle. And that one says resist fascism like it's 1939. The bottom one, if you can't read it, says, I swore to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Foxtrot, Delta. It said, what did it say? Tango, but I changed it to taco because, we all know how that is. Anyway, so that said Thundercunt Thursday. I know it's a little hard to read. That little Bailey holding the protest sign is one of my new releases from this weekend. I did use a blank one for that, and I wrote F Trump and MAGA, but I do have them also with a saying on the sign already that says liberty and justice for all. That sticker says, here we effing go again. I mean, good morning. And that little kitty sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios. Here I realized I forgot to put down my weather sticker. Again, stormy. And another design sticker with a little that little bunny. Her name is Bun Bun. And again, that's from Coffee Bean Paper. And here I had to post about the sale from Mix and Match Monday. Or Mix and Match for July. I had dropped that on Monday and it was on sale until Friday morning. So I had to send out an email and post about the fact that it was ending. We ended up ordering in pizza on Wednesday because I was all set to make. Oh my goodness, I don't remember what it was I was going to make for dinner. And then I realized I was missing. Oh, shrimp Alfredo. I was going to make shrimp Alfredo for dinner. And I realized that I had forgotten to buy fettuccine noodles. So we ended up just ordering pizza that day. And I ended up doing shrimp Alfredo later in the week. Oops. So this time I created this little journaling box. Oh my gosh, I forgot what the name was. And Thursday was the day that the House passed the big bastard bill, which is why my mood for that day said furious. And when I did the journaling on that page, I wrote all about that. Friday, the 4th of July. We, again, did not celebrate at all. That sticker says F off. It's Friday. For my mood, I put hopeless because I fighting the good fight is exhausting, y'all, and I'm tired. And some days I just think it's never going to get better now. Anyway, the sleep in sticker is from Honey Bear, or not Honey Bear. Oh my goodness, the Honey Bee shop, and the cute little derpy cloud is from Bubba Bear Studios. That sticker says, "The only Independence Day I will celebrate is when we are freed from him." And then I freaking love this little stack of bracelets here that say USA, established 1776, America. That was the closest I got to acknowledging that it was the 4th of July. That and the sticker that says, "I'll celebrate Independence Day." And I struggled with that one because I could not decide where to put it. No matter where I put it, I didn't really love it. So I did end up putting it on the bottom as well. Here I am trimming up the paint smear down there. And then I'm like, And I still ended up putting it on the bottom anyway. Do I think that was the right choice? I don't know. Maybe not. I will, I kind of had to do that. Otherwise I would have had no space for journaling, and look at me out of frame again. I'm writing down my design day and I used a little Coffee Monster Co sticker for that. Then I wrote down my terzepatide shot day and I used a brand new Snoozy Sloth holding a syringe for my shot day. And then I had to do meal planning and a grocery list. And I used a cute little Bailey Bear for that. That sticker is from my shop that says "full of fuckery." And it says, yep, that sticker says it right. The US is full of fuckery. And then the crabby looking Independence Day guy is from Bubba Bear Studios. That day, we ended up doing a Fend for Yourself day just because I was so busy with designing and honestly, I just wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the mood to cook. So we ended up, we had some leftovers in the house from other meals, and I think I ended up having a salami sandwich. I love me some hard salami, so I ended up having a salami sandwich for dinner. And now that I think about it, I think my husband did too, because I think I remember making one for him. My kiddo had macaroni and cheese. All right, on to Saturday. See how fast I'm going? Like, come on. All right, so that says courage, freedom, diversity, rights, kindness, justice, and equality spells America. I would argue, though, that a lot of those things are not applicable right now, but they should be. And so that is why I went ahead and used it anyway, even though they are not applicable right now. Because these are the things that America is supposed to stand for. And I need to be reminded that that's how it should be. And again, used my little trick there of peeling down, cutting off so that I could do it like that. And then it's not so hard. Although I did struggle a little bit with this one more so than the others because of the weird shape of it. But I got it to work. Yes. And the sticker for Saturday, oh, excuse me, says Shit Show Saturday. And my mood that day was emotional, still carrying over from the whole big bastard bill business. Whether that day was cloudy, it did not rain, but it was cloudy all day. And that should be coming right up. Yep, there it is. And then I slept in that day, and the sleep in sticker that I'm about to lay down is from my shop. That is one of my oversized texts, and that is actually font 7, in case anybody was wondering. And that cute little pillow, I honestly don't remember where the pillow's from. I'm so very sorry. Design day, and I used a cute little sticker for that. Then my husband and I went grocery shopping, and we stopped and got Dutch Bro on the way back. So I did a little Dutch Bro there. And I'm layering this for the grocery shopping. And then the sticker that I'm going to use from that is from Coffee Bean Paper. And then I put that there. Then I decided I didn't like it, so I moved it to the other side. It basically just says clean out the fridge because, I went grocery shopping. That sticker that I just laid down is another new Bailey Bear in the shop, and it says surviving the economy, one sticker at a time. And it's got cute little Bailey Bear in front of a computer, drinking some coffee with sticker sheets all around her with a cute little toothless cat. For dinner that day, we had McDonald's because, as I've said before, I don't cook on shopping days. I actually cooked less this week than I would have liked to have. Eating out is so ridiculously expensive. My son and I went to Panera for lunch today, and y'all, it was $40. Like, for Panera. It ain't even that good. Panera's like cafeteria food, but my son loves their mac and cheese, and he begged me to take him. So I did, but come on now. $40 for mac and cheese that is basically out of a bag. Anywho, don't mind my vent. I just think that things are too expensive, and it is what it is. But last day, Sunday, that sticker, well, that's a big one, so I'm sure you can read it. That is a Kamala Harris quote. Here, I'm trimming off the edge a little bit. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have waited to voice this over till tomorrow morning when I wasn't so tired. It is 9:00 at night, but I wanted to be able to export the video tonight because they take about an hour to export from my app so that I could upload it, considering it's already late. I just filmed last week's, and now in a couple days I'll be needing to film, next week's. Or this week's, I should say. So I did lay down those circles, and then just like with the squares, I ended up coming back later and laying more circles down. And that one was okay. That one, I didn't hate how it turned out. The squares one, I ended up hating that, but they're already stuck down, so it's staying. And look, see how much easier that trick makes it. Come on, I did not wrinkle one. They were all straight. None of them were crooked. Oh, here I go with more circles. And it doesn't look bad. I probably should have just left it with the 3, but I didn't because I can never, because I used an old kit and it was an election kit. Most of the deco stickers didn't really match the theme. So I really only used the quote stickers, which is why you're not seeing me really lay a lot of deco down this week. So I was trying to make up for that by using a lot of the circles and things like that. But my mood that day was depressed, and this weekly sticker said suck a dick Sunday. My weather sticker, cloudy again. I did not use one sunshine sticker this entire week. There's that sleep in sticker again, and a cute little turtle sleeping. Unfortunately, I don't remember where that's from. I had to fill our pill containers, and that little pill container sticker is actually also another new sticker to the shop that just dropped this weekend. They're available in all of our color palettes, and it's like the little container that you put your pills in. And then I had to clean my kitchen and that cute little darn cat hairs. Did you see that? Cat hairs everywhere. The little derpy dishwashing sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios. That box that I'm going to be laying down shortly here says that we added another new PR girl. She will be starting at the end of July, and it's Miss Rachel. So I put a little yes, because that's exciting. We are now back to our full squad of 6. And then I also prepped for a plan with me. And then I decided I didn't like that sticker there, so I end up using it somewhere else. So now I'm going to start going around and just adding, after I do this box right here, I'm going to go around and just start filling in some of the empty spots. I used mostly typography stickers for that this week because, again, I didn't really have any deco. And I keep getting cut off at the end because I am not talking fast enough. So right now, before we get to the very end, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining. And I hope that you really liked the video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Wow, I feel like a real YouTuber now that I said that. And for dinner, we finally had the shrimp Alfredo. So we are, now I'm going to lay down my today, and then I'm going to try filling in some of the blank spaces with, like I said, some typography stickers. I had to do a lot of pausing through here. So if it seems a little jumpy, that's why, because I didn't pull those ahead of time. I didn't want the video to be, 8 hours long. I kept pausing to go through my sticker books to find ones that I wanted to use. This is a little planner girl, and she is sleeping on the paint smear. It's actually supposed to be on a corner, but I wanted her up there. And here I set a little blank spot down there, and here's my little book. I did do this one on camera, but most of the other ones I didn't because it was just taking me so long to pick them. And then I was like, nope, don't like that one. Again, this is why I paused and did most of it off camera. And here I was like, okay, I was looking for my anti-Trump ones, but I was like, these are all a little too big. I thought about that one, but no, didn't really like how that looked. And I honestly don't remember what sticker I ended up going with. But see, this is why I was pausing it, because you see how long it's taken me to pick out one stinking sticker? Ah, yes, I went with that one, the Angry AF, because I was. I still am. I feel like I'm angry more than I'm not lately, and I completely blame Mega for that. And here's where I decide to add in some more squares, and I end up ruining it because it looked really cute before, and afterwards it just looks like a hot mess. Like a crowded hot mess. So I wish I had just left it with the 3 that were there. I have learned myself a lesson that I shouldn't have played with it because it was better before I didn't. But I am definitely almost to the end here. So again, I'm going to say thanks for joining. And I hope that you have a fabulous week, the rest of your weekend, because this is going up on a Saturday or Sunday rather. And I hope that you come back and join me next week. I think I do have a couple little spots where I fill in something, but then that's going to be it. I'm like, that cute little paperclip sticker, that is Clippy. My Gen X and Millennial friends will know exactly who that is. And that sticker is from Lily's Little Cupboard. And This Shit Is Embarrassing, Poor Little Statue of Liberty Girl is from my shop. And it's funny, I don't know if you could see it because it's not zoomed in very well, but the little Bailey Bear protester sticker, her shirt has that drawing on it. I took the sticker and put it on her shirt. I mean, in my app, I put the clip art on her shirt. And so I'm like, there's still another little spot there, but I think I decide to just not do anything. Do I? Do I do anything? Or do I just give up? Oh yes, the little take me, the little alien ship beaming the bear aboard. And I'm pretty sure that is going to be about it once I fill in that little space. So for the third time, I guess I shouldn't start it so early, but for the third time, thank you for joining me and have a great week.